My role's basically managing and coordinating the peer project. We've got four workers, 3 full-time, 1 sessional, and we've got 7 volunteers, so I coordinate that and try and make it go as smoothly as possible. The Peer Mentor programme, I think the benefits is basically communication, the ability to engage. People can engage with people because they've been there themselves, whether that's having a blood-borne virus or in recovery for addiction. They can communicate and engage with people much better than we can as workers.
The programme actually came around about 18 months ago. It was through the partnership of the ADP and the Blood-borne Virus Managed Care Network. We had started a piece of work in terms of looking at recovery in the community, and particularly around about the blood-borne virus agenda. There was a clear kind of gap in pathways between the hospital and the community, and through the kind of partnership working, they were really keen to look at bridging that gap, and there was a lot of feedback and comments from people in receipt of services that the lived experience would be really helpful in terms of supporting people to and from appointments. So that's really kind of where the kind of idea kind of came from, and as I say, it came into kind of fruition around about November 2016.
As far as the MCN is concerned, it's the additionality that they've brought to the hepatitis C care pathway. It gives us another avenue to be able to refer people for support, and ultimately that then means that more people go into treatment and get cured of their hepatitis C. The peers themselves, it's been phenomenal to watch them on their journey for the start to where they are now, and to see them interact with people within the community as well. And it's, you know, we did a testing initiative within one of the hostels within North Ayrshire recently, and the way that they were able to get through to people that people within statutory services just can't. We got so many more people tested because they were there.
Well, the remit to start with was to get people in the community back engaged with treatment for blood-borne viruses. But since then, it's developed into pathways through care, through prison, and we reached marginalised and hard to reach people in the community.
The vast majority of the short-term prisoners from HMP Kilmarnock returning to North Ayrshire have reported drug misuse in the community. About 46% of these short-term prisoners between the months of January and March this year report drug use as their main issue that results in their imprisonment. The mentors offer to come and collect the individuals on their liberation day. This is invaluable to some people due to the number of appointments that they have to attend after their release, and it can really help reduce the risk of overdose, which can be significantly higher in individuals released from prison. The mentors encourage and support the service users with their appointments as soon as they're released, which can start the service user's journey with positivity.
At the very beginning, I personally gained support going to the changes group in Irvine. I went to get support for myself for my own hepatitis C. Ended up going on to one of the new treatments. I've actually cleared hepatitis C now. Since then I've found out a lot more professionally about hepatitis C, blood-borne virus, and I'm now employed as a BBV support worker.
Our plan that we work towards is called Beginnings, Belongings and Belief. For beginnings, it's for people to feel that they can actually have another chance at a new beginning. So even if people have made mistakes in their life, or if they've had addiction issues and they've kind of slipped, they can actually restart again. There is a chance for people to have another beginning. And then in terms of belonging, again, it's things that we want for ourselves. We want to feel that we belong somewhere. And the thing about peers and the recovery community in general is that is that sense of community, and that's really, really strong. And then in terms of belief, what I've found when I've been working with the peers and listening to the work that they've been doing is that, you know, with that belief that comes from within, you know, that then encourages and inspires other people to believe that they can actually make a change in their lives, and it's the hope that comes from that that's so powerful. And that's why, as a board, from Community Justice Ayrshire's point of view, we're really behind this, because we can see that, you know, the peers are actually engaging with people that we as services have really struggled to get to for many years.
As part of my job role, we do a lot of signposting, different groups in the community, recovery groups. We do the Changes group, which is on a Tuesday. That's sort of getting people from there and into volunteering, and the cafe that runs after it, Cafe Solace. There's loads of stuff out there that people don't know nothing about. There's the film group, Funky Films. There's a craft group. There's a lot of health and wellbeing groups. There's a walking group we're starting, and there's Fitba groups, jogging groups. There's tons of stuff out there that I didn't know about and that other people don't know about, so I think that's a good thing that we've got all the information, we can signpost people onto it.
I think the Peer Mentor programme is massive in terms of, within the Simon community, we work in a relationship-based approach, but like all approaches we can't do it on our own. The peer mentoring stuff gives us another option in terms of working with people that are homeless under extreme difficulties. I think the whole kind of the concept of the rapid testing stuff is really positive. Rapid testing is, in terms of the peers coming in, the peer mentors coming in to test for Hep C and stuff like that. And it's a whole new programme here where, rather than a service user having to maybe get the bus to cross house and, you know, all the kind of difficulties that can come with that, the peers will come in and support NHS staff. There is a whole network of support on the spot, you know, rather than hospital appointments and the kind of whole difficulty it can be to essentially get a service user to a hospital appointment. The rapid testing stuff, it's done very quickly and the support's there instantaneously.
Through my lived experience, I can help break the stigma about blood-borne viruses, and through my training in that, I can actually learn to be a person-centred approach when working with others, because my lived experience isn't the same as everybody else's, and I try and work that into my work today.
They've actually made a big difference in my life, you know what I mean? I've changed my way of thinking and stuff like that, and I've got a better life for myself, you know. Stuff like that. I've had a lot of health problems as well myself, through drugs and drink. Abuse, you know, but when I get involved with the peer mentors, they got me involved with a lot of stuff. They started me on a new treatment, it just came in, it was tablets, and I was like one of the kind of first ones to get put on it, and it was just a 12-week course of tablets, and there was nothing like we hear the stories about the interferon, that wasn't like that. I slept, but I done was sleep. And as I say, I'm clean now of the hepatitis C, you know what I mean? I never thought that, you know what I mean? I didn't even know that I had the hepatitis C, you know what I mean, until a few years ago, you know what I mean? They've done a lot of things for me.
Some of the partnership working we do is with Turning Point Scotland in the prison, and we follow, we get referrals from people that have started their treatment in the prison, and one of the pathways is to follow people to continue their treatment up at the Ann Hall Suite, which is the specialist clinic for BBVs. We actually took the very first person ever to complete his treatment in prison and get up to every appointment. That had never happened before, and we actually get the very first person that's ever completed his full treatment and been signed off, so I'd say that's a big success.
Well, the difference that they've made in my life was quite substantial, because I was in the middle of a prison sentence when I first met them, and my head was really up arse because my wife had just died while I was in jail, and I was due in a few months, and I didn't know what I was going to do, if I was going to go back on the drugs or I didn't know what to do, and they kind of gave me something to look forward to, because I had nothing in my head about staying clean or anything like that, but they made me see that there was a life there.
For me, the benefits of the programme, I think, is being able to engage with people. I know a lot of people in the community, be able to talk to them. They know I've been in the similar situations. A lot of people that are scared of engaging with certain services, and you can support them.
I think it's been fantastic to watch the peers on their journey, and I just hope that they go from strength to strength. I'd like to personally thank them for what they've been able to bring to the managed care network and what they've done for our service users, and I'm looking forward to working with them in the future on new things like new rapid tests, again because they can reach people that we might not be able to. We'll get people in, hopefully, in treatment that we wouldn't have had before.
I think the biggest point for me is actually the workers themselves. When I met them, they were actually, they went to groups for support, and that's where I met them. And then for that, they became volunteers, they became sessional workers, and then up to now, they're now full-time workers, and they're qualified for SVQ3. So they're basically qualified workers in a year and a half. I think that's pretty remarkable.